Hey guys, it's Daniel Evans, just making a video here of the Sims 4 Create a Sim demo. I received a request to do 2 anime characters, which I've never done before, never even heard of before, but I figured I'd give it a shot. So I'm currently working on Ludwig and Gilbert from the anime Axis Power, which was a request from a member of the group. So this is Ludwig, which I only had one picture of him to start out with. I'll get to more pictures in a little bit, but I'm just trying to get the overall shape of his face down before I start getting into more minute details of eye shape and noses and all that fun stuff. So a lot of the times what I'll do is I'll have a picture on one side, and my laptop, luckily, is a touchscreen, so I can zoom in and out of the picture that I have on the dual screen so that I can get down to, the exact part of the body that I'm trying to shape. So now I'm just trying to find a better picture of his face rather than a profile. And I just tweak little bits here and there. I'm gonna get to his skin tone and then his hair. Sadly, with the demo, there's not a whole lot of hair options right now. I know that they've said that they'll include more hair options and color options in the full game, praying that it's like nearly double or quadruple what they currently have, because I don't work with custom content at all. Now getting to the point where I will try to use a picture of his face from up front. The key to making a really decently looking sim off of photographs is to try to get as many different angles as physically possible to get as close to the likeliness of the sim that you're creating. I'm currently IMing the picture to the person that requested it on Facebook just to make sure that this is the exact character, and my little catalog of Sims that I've made. I've sped the video up quite faster. This whole thing took me about an hour, so I sped it up to like ×6 to make it a decently sized video that doesn't get too boring. So now I'm going to tweak his eyebrows and his eye shape and his nose and his lips and try to get him looking as close to the Ludwig character that I was requested as possible. The nose really gave me a hard time. I mean, it's not really a real nose, it's an anime character. So the Sims 4, I think, does a lot better with making real people than animated characters, but you can still make it happen. It's just not going to be as close as I would like it to be, at least. Give him a little bit of a frown. Plump the lips up just slightly. A little more reworking on the bone structure, overall size of the eyes. And I believe now we'll just work on his clothing and his body structure, and then Ludwig is done, and then we move on to his boyfriend, Gilbert. I've pretty much used every single clothing option in the game, demo at least, so I'm really hoping that the full game has a lot more clothing options for guys. It's got some decent hair option for guys, more than I've ever seen in a base game before, but I don't know, I'm just not 100% satisfied with the clothing options that are available, and as a person that doesn't use custom content, I'm kind of hoping that they can fix that, because if I have to use custom content, I'm going to be very sad, but I also want to enjoy the Sims that I have and not have every Sim wear the same clothing style as everyone else. Now we're just going to stare at Ludwig for a while because I didn't feel like stopping the recorder and I had to use the restroom and get something to drink. And now we're moving on to Gilbert. I'm going to pull up the photograph that I have of him. Try to find a Sim with an overall face shape that's close, and we selected this guy. He ends up looking way different when I'm done, but I found with the Sims 4 demo, it's all about selecting a preset Sim that kind of resembles what you're going for, because it doesn't allow you to drag and pull as much as someone might think. It's a very complex system. Select his hair color, and I ended up going with this hairstyle as well because it's the closest to the long hairstyle that Gilbert has. In retrospect, I think I ended up spending about 40 minutes on Ludwig and about 20 or 25 on Gilbert, so Gilbert was a lot easier for me to make, but I did learn that you can make a male Sim with sort of the same kind of curves as a female Sim, because Gilbert ends up being very curvaceous and has a nice little butt on him so that he can be considered the more feminine partner in the same-sex relationship. And give him the feminine walk style, which looks really funny when it's sped up ×6. Looks like he's rushing to get somewhere. Try to find another picture of him that give me a better idea of his face from a frontal view. Lots of different cosplays pictures pulled up though. And just give him some bigger, more doe-like eyes. Change the size of his actual pupil and retina. Rework the nose so it doesn't look like a Michael Jackson nose. And we're almost done. Gonna make him a romantic Sim. Trying to see if we have any wants or aspirations requested, and there was nothing, so he's going to want his soulmate, and he's going to be clumsy, And Ludwig is hot-headed and a bodybuilder. Give them a final relation, and we're done. Upload to the gallery. Be found under hashtag Ludwig, hashtag Gilbert, hashtag Axis Power, or hashtag Daniel Evans Simulation. You can also find me on Origin ID, Danny Loves, which L-U-V-S, Halo, H-A-L-O. And yeah, that's pretty much it, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a good one.